Puttin on the ring.
Buongiorno amici, ciao a tutti. Sono BC and welcome to another episode on the Diamond Society. Dude, check this out. I have never in all the time I've been playing Minecraft, years and years, guys, never used shaders. And you know what? I thought, why not? So I'm using Kuda shaders, K-U-D-A shaders. And yeah, I don't know if it's the best one out there, but it's the one I grabbed, and man, this place looks crazy. And you might have saw from the introduction to this video, the scenes of down here in the Nether and out in the overworld, and some things that I've been working on. You could see one of them behind me, and those are the fast travel portals to be able to get between the hubs and the districts. So let's take a look at what we got going on, man. This glass, dude. Okay, these shaders are freaking epic, man. This is crazy. This is another dimension of gameplay. And I'll tell you what, just for today, we're going to try and play this whole time in the shaders and see what it's all about. You know what? Let's just do the F1 thing for a little bit. But yeah, check it out. So I built these portals here in the corners, and these were going to be the areas, if you remember, between tunnels. So this one is to the end. This one is to Gizmo's base. So in between the two, we'll be able to travel in here. And now you can't build portals diagonally, right? So I had to build them at a 90-degree angle, but by putting that purple glass in the middle from a distance, right? I mean, in the shaders, it stands out a lot more because glass is reflective, but in the regular texture pack, it looks pretty epic, man. It almost gives the impression of like a diagonal portal. So let's see. This one here is, yeah, the slums. I think this is the one to the slums. So let's go and check out where it goes. A little bit of extra loading time with these shaders, I can tell. Ooh, and it's nighttime outside. And you know, one thing I can't figure out with the shaders is that, is this, why you do? What? Okay. So my video settings are at bright, but it's still really dark, man. And like, I don't know, is that normal? I don't know. But you would have saw these in the introduction, but man, these things turned out pretty cool, pretty fine. I really like the design that ended up transpiring. And where's the moon? Okay, it looks like it's gonna work its way in today, but these are in interesting locations, somewhat out of the way because the hub is so gigantic, man, that the distance between the center and the corners is quite a ways. And man, it's going to be really dark here for a second. But I'll tell you what, we're just going to travel. Man, it is really dark. It is really dark. Let's see if we can find a place to rest our head for the night, and then we'll start again in the morning. All right, so downtown Diamond City is incredible, man. I can't believe how this looks, and with the shadow, like you could see BC's shadow there on the ground. That is just crazy sauce, man. I've always seen people use shaders, but using them myself. The only thing I don't really care about is the slow loading. Very interesting. But hey, I also want to show you something else. And really, if you want to see the ins and the outs and the what's what about it, you're going to have to tune in to Addictive G. Now, she puts out Diamond Society videos every 2 weeks. She just put out a recent video with Pandora's Box. I think that was a couple days ago. So in about 2 weeks, there should be another video. But look at this, man. So she decided, she showed me a building, a concept building she did in Creative, and it was much smaller than this, probably half the size of this. And she said it was going to be a factory for out in Factorium, and I said, dude, that looks like an epic train station. Don't waste it. We need to put that on the turnaround track. And so she sent me the world file, and I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to use your design, and I'm going to spice it up with some bricks texturing and just and whatnot. And this is what we came up with together, man, is this design here. And oh my gosh, this water, dude, this water looks incredible. Let me know in the comments, too, what you think about the shaders. Is it too dark? Is it too much? Is it take away from the game? Does it add to the game? I'd really like to know. Maybe every once in a while we'll do shaders stuff, but look at how the building reflects on the water. So this is one of the things I wanted to do, man, is actually bring the building into the water, and you could see how the foundation actually goes down into the water, and it's like cracked and mossy and all kinds of gross going on. But yeah, oh yeah, man. Let's see if we can get let's get a little bird's eye view. So the ceiling design is completely open, and I did that on purpose, man. I wanted to keep like an open design on the ceiling so you can kind of look down inside. And let's see if we can see what's really cool going on in here. It's hard to see from here. All right, so the train track is turned at a 90-degree angle from the entrance, and you can see it sits on this gigantic gear that's also meshed with another gear down below. And oh man, this place ended up really cool. Hopefully there's no baddies in here. But no torches, man. No torches at all that you could see in this building. But let me tell you what, there are tons and tons and tons of jack-o'-lanterns, and they are all very, very strategically hidden. So just using the brick to create like these shelves not only creates more depth on the inside, but right here is where every pumpkin is hidden. So this place is completely lit up. And using the power of slabs, we were able to get away, too, with a lot less lighting. And also cauldrons. If you didn't know, cauldrons are a completely transparent block, just like glass. So underneath cauldrons is where I hide a lot of lighting, and it works really, really well. So, yeah, man, tune into Addictive G. She did a time-lapse of us. Oh, my. Bruh. Dude, that looks... What do they call those God rays, man? Oh. Looks epic. But tune into her. She actually filmed an entire time-lapse of us putting this together. So you'll be able to see everything about that build, man. Now, we are going to head off into Factorium today, and I've been doing a lot of work all over the place. I've been doing more work out at the Guardian farm, like just closing up some projects here and there. Let's see, what else have I been working on? Oh, really, those fast travel portals. And also, if you haven't seen, Silvercoss got himself captured, man, by Wicker. If you remember Wicker, he was in the Pandora's Box episode last month. But no, actually, Silvercoss is studying up for his exams. I think his college entrance or exit exams, one of the two. And he said he was basically not going to do a Pandora's Box for May. And I said, hey, man, would you mind if I did a guest build for you? And so he said, yeah, sure. So he asked us to do the quest. We did the quest. So if you want to see Pandora's Box, it's not going to come from me this month. No. And maybe next month we'll talk about all the actual work that I did to make it happen. But I invite you to go check out all the other Diamond Society members. There's a link in the description to the Diamond Society website. You could check out links to their channels in those places. And yeah, there were 8 members that did the Pandora's Box quest this month, so tons of options for you to see. Lots of success and lots of fail. And of course, man, that wasn't my intent. I'm not a mean guy. I gave everything you needed to be successful and survive. It's a real puzzle, man. You guys want to give me riddles? I'm going to give you some riddles. Tell you what. Anyway. So here we are, and I asked Traven to please give me a lot in Factorium because I wanted to set up a shop. So he gave me this lot, and I don't think in hindsight I'm going to need to use all of it. But, man, I've got a really cool build in mind, and these are the supplies that I've already kind of pre-positioned here for us. And one of the things that we're going to need right off, do I have quartz? I don't have quartz. BRBs. Ha! Got him. Okay, got the quartz. Now, I don't know how I feel about building in shaders just because it is so dark, but I'll tell you what, we're going to give it a shot. And, I still am not sure if I'm going to need all this room, but I don't know what the grand scheme for this is. Is it supposed to be more compact and crunched up or not? Let me see. Let me count some blocks. Okay, so I was just looking at a screenshot real quick, and the build that I want to do is about 10 blocks wide, and I'm thinking maybe if it hung out over this sidewalk a little bit, that would be pretty dope. So let's see, it's 10, and then I don't know if it's supposed to be forward or backward, so let's see, if it hung out over this sidewalk here and this sidewalk here, the corner of the build would be right there. Now, let's see. That means that I'm going to need, let's see. If I go diagonal, I guess right here? Maybe? Let me think. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, so that's going to be pretty... Yeah, we're going to be pretty snug, man. Maybe... I don't know. For character-wise, I'd like it to hang over the sidewalk, but I don't know what Traven wants, so I'll tell you what. We're going to build it so it's not hanging over the sidewalk. And maybe let's build it one back off of the main strip here. That way, if we want to insert like a sign or something like that, we could do that. And yeah, we'll do that. Man, it is so dark. Guys, this thing is casting a crazy shadow. I don't know how to fix that. So I'll tell you what. The shaders is cool, but I don't know if I could build in the shaders unless it's about to turn. Wait, is that the sun going down? Oh, maybe I can sleep. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can sleep over here. It seems like the day and night is... Oh, snap. Here we go. Okay, let's keep trying. Let's keep trying to do what we can do here. All right, so it should get much brighter, especially when the sun starts to head over where we're at. All right, so the one thing that I want to do is build a bone shop. So I have a, as you guys know, I have a like an AFK spot in my place that usually what I'll do is I'll set myself up like while I'm at work. So I'll set myself up AFK because I mean, why not, man? Might as well, if I'm gonna be gone all day, might as well let the game do some work for me. And so I AFK a lot to try and collect up bones and stuff like that. And I now have a ton, like a freaking ton of bones. And I was thinking, it'd be really cool if I offered them to the community, right? Be good guy BC and start selling stuff to the community. So I want to go ahead and create a bone shop. Now, because this is steampunky, right? This whole world is steampunky and everything's got to be like kind of crazy cool and what have you. I want to make sure that I'm kind of keeping with that spirit. So we are going to create a very steampunky type of shop. And let's see, is this right? Yeah. We're going to create a very steampunky kind of shop. And also, since we're in Factorium, right, we've got to be like extra factory type of thing, I guess. Stuff. So industrial, right? Industrial, that's the word I'm looking for. So I want to try and create something that's very, very industrial. So maybe you know what I'm trying to make here, maybe you don't. But I'll tell you what, let me get another third-person perspective. We'll build this out, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen next. So that's where we're at, man. A big skeleton hand. And it's going to be holding something, man. It's going to be holding something. Like I said, we got to get some industrial stuff in there. But that, I think just the whole skeleton hand, that's going to be... Yeah, that's cool, man. That's going to be like the steampunky part. So, the next part is a little complicated. But basically, it's going to be holding a cube of sorts. And that cube will be containing the things... will be containing the shop, basically. But because it's intricate, detailed, and whatnot... I am going to go ahead and get that built, and then we'll be right back to talk about it. Well, all right. It is done, man. And guys, I really like the way it turned out. So let me tell you what's going on, what was in my head. So again, we're making a bone shop. I wanted to have like a skeleton hand coming out of the ground and just holding a cube. And all it is just a clear cube that's just got a bunch of random machinery in it. And it doesn't do anything. It's just like, you know, pipes and machines and lights and flashy things and all kinds of cool stuff. But if you do look over on this side, I don't know if, let me see if I can get a better view up on the here. Oh, right in a finger here. All right, so you see like this is kind of, I guess, a conveyor, and there's bone blocks coming, and this is like a saw. And then like you got little bits of bone as this chunk is falling off into like a grinder of like hoppers. And yeah, so it's kind of like almost like a bone factory, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, that's it, man. Just something different, steampunky, a shop. And yeah, we're gonna sell the bones. But you know, oh, and I also did this part here, so it looks like the hand is kind of coming out of the ground. But man, in shaders, this just looks so sick, dude. Especially, oh, look at that with the sun glare. Oh, it's pretty neat. Again, let me know what you think of shaders. I think the only problem I have is just the darkness. Like when I go underground, oh my good gracious, it's just too dark, man. Can't do much. So I'm afraid that the light situation would just be very, very limiting. But yeah, so the next step for me is actually to load this up, get stuff inside of it, and make it a functional shop so that people can take it, people can pay. Definitely gonna have reasonable prices. I'm thinking, I don't know, 1 diamond, 2 diamonds for a stack of bone blocks. I think that's pretty fair. Of course, you know, without 1.12 being around right now, guys, and without the auto crafting, I mean, you have to take bones and make meal, and then take the meal and make the blocks. So if you do the math, 3 stacks of raw bones equals 1 stack of bone blocks. And that's what I'm going to sell. I'm selling bones until 1.12 comes around, and then we can auto-craft. But for now, Michi, you could buy some bones, and you could do some crafting or whatnot. But yeah, but that's all the time I got for today, Michi. I hope you like this build. I like the way it turned out. And give me your feedback on the nether, too, man. I'm liking it, and the feedback on the shaders. And the only thing I don't like, I guess, about the shaders is that we lose our alternate blocks texture pack, I think. Or do we? That wall looks like it's got alternate blocks. Oh, I see it. I see a wild Traven. Anyway, but yeah, give me all the feedbacks. And I'll tell you what, guys. If you like this video, man, make sure you leave a like, thumbs up, share it, all that other good stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Ciao tutti and aloha. Bye-bye. Hey, Traven.